Script. In today's video, we're exploring the story of the 5-cent coin from South Africa, minted in 2007, a small piece of metal that carries a rich part of South African history. Though tiny in size, this coin reflects the nation's heritage, economy, and evolving identity after the end of apartheid. Let's take a closer look at how this coin came to be, what it represents, and why it remains interesting to collectors today. The 5-cent coin is part of South Africa's decimal coinage system, which was first introduced in 1961, when the country moved from the British pound system to the South African rand. The rand became the official currency, divided into 100 cents, and since then, coins of different denominations, including 1, 2, 5, 10, 20, and 50 cents, have been produced. By the time we reached 2007, the 5-cent coin had already gone through several design changes. The earlier versions were made from bronze, but later ones, including the 2007 edition, were produced using copper-plated steel. This change was mainly to reduce production costs, as the value of the metal itself was becoming more expensive than the coin's face value. Now, let's talk about the design. On the obverse side, that's the front, the 2007 5-cent coin features the coat of arms of South Africa, which was adopted in 2000. This modern emblem replaced the older apartheid-era design and symbolizes the unity of the new democratic nation. It features elements like the secretary bird, rising sun, ears of wheat, a shield, and the motto written in the ancient Khoisan language of the /XAM people, which reads, Kui/Zara//Ku, meaning, diverse people unite. Around the edge, you'll also find the inscription of South Africa, written in one of the country's 11 official languages. On the reverse side, the coin displays an image of the blue crane, which is South Africa's national bird. The blue crane is elegant, graceful, and symbolizes peace and freedom, values deeply connected to South Africa's transformation after 1994. The number 5 and the word cent appear beside the bird, indicating the denomination. The 5-cent coin of 2007 was minted by the South African Mint Company, located in Centurion, near Pretoria. These coins were made for general circulation, though over time, they began to fade out of everyday use due to inflation and the rising cost of producing such low-value coins. By the mid-2010s, the South African Reserve Bank decided to phase out the 5-cent coin from circulation, since its purchasing power had dropped significantly. However, coins like the 2007 version still remain in the hands of collectors and history enthusiasts who value them for their design and symbolism. In terms of value, most 2007 5-cent coins are worth only their face value, but uncirculated or proof versions can be slightly more valuable to numismatists, that is, coin collectors. Their worth depends on condition, rarity, and historical interest rather than metal content. What makes this coin special is not its monetary value, but its story. It captures a period when South Africa was still shaping its new identity, modernizing its coinage, and embracing a multicultural image. The coin reminds us how even the smallest object can hold deep meaning about a nation's journey. So, next time you come across a South African 5-cent coin from 2007, take a moment to look at the details, the blue crane, the coat of arms, and the fine craftsmanship. Each mark and engraving tells a story of pride, unity, and progress. That's the fascinating history behind the 2007 South African 5-cent coin, a tiny treasure from a powerful nation. Best YouTube title: 2007 South African 5-cent coin, hidden history of a small treasure. Description: discover the story behind the 2007 South African 5-cent coin, its design, meaning, and historical background. Learn how this small coin reflects the nation's culture, unity, and identity after apartheid. Hashtags, #South African coin, #coin history, #5-cent coin, #numismatics, #rare coins, #South Africa, #coin collectors. Would you like me to make this script sound more documentary style or casual storyteller style for your YouTube narration?